Hey guys, Charles here. I've got a review today on gun cleaners. So first up is the Hops 9 gun bore cleaner. You guys can read that. But this stuff has always been really good about cleaning guns. It's used for cleaning like of your barrel, the bolt, the extraction uh, point. Uh, Sorry, I'm having trouble trying to explain the gun parts. Do excuse me for that. But this pretty much is good for cleaning just about any part of your gun. Though, if you're going to, anytime you use a gun cleaner or bore cleaner, you're going to want patches, cleaning patches. Now, you can buy these anywhere at your local academy, Cabela's, any kind of small gun store or anything else. I like the Hops 9 brand myself. I just love their company, and they've always been really good products that they produced. Now, those you saw were for 22 caliber, your 17 caliber, your 25 autos, stuff like that. These are really small patches here. And then these are your bigger patches for like your shotguns, your rifles, your bigger caliber pistols like your 9mm, your 45s, your 40 cal, stuff like that. So I got these for about $6 to $8 for a pack of, let's say, or 300 patches. The smaller one I paid, I think, for about almost roughly the same price, about $5, and you get 500 patches of these, the little tiny ones. Of course, I got mine at Academy, all that. I go there mostly for my gun cleaning stuff. It's usually cheaper. After you are done with scrubbing your gun down with your bore cleaner, only the internal parts is what I'd worry about with this. Wipe it down with a dry patch. Make sure you get all that out, so that way it doesn't continuously eat away at things in there that may or may not be affected by it. And it's good to get it out because if you're gonna fire it, you obviously don't want the gunpowder getting stuck in there, and it just leaves a big mess and jams up your gun. Next up is the lubricating oil for your gun. This helps protect it from rust, any kind of problem that you may have with. I know some people don't like carbon in their guns, like a whole lot of it, and you generally want to make sure the metal lasts, because anytime changing temperature, you get water that kind of starts to come out, seep out of the metal after the change in temperature, like when it gets hot and then it gets cold, then it gets hot. You don't want that because that forms rust. So I got Hops 9 lubricating oil. This stuff both cleans it and lubricates at the same time. So it lubricates the metal, keeps rust from forming, and it continuously makes carbon and other chemicals come out, start leaching out after a while, and it continuously does it until you wipe it clean. Again, this is another thing that you want to wipe clean off your weapons before you fire. Never leave lubricant or any kind of gun cleaner in the gun itself, because, like I said, if the carbon builds up and it creates a big mess. So these are tubes I like to use for those kinds of canisters, for those hard to reach places. I've got rim oil here too. This stuff, while it is good, it does lubricate your guns and all that. It does not last as long as the Hops 9. But if this is all you've got, this is another good brand. I would probably recommend second in line to the Hops 9. Over here, I've got a 325 piece Q-tip set. different sizes, different lengths. All I'm using for gun cleaning. These help with like small barrels on it, so that way you don't have to continuously use the patches. You can use these for short barrel weapons. Got that for about $6 to $8 at a pawn shop near me. I'm sure you can find those just about anywhere, though, at your common hardware store. Not for probably roughly the same price. Another thing I like to use if I don't have the end piece that's like a loop for your patches. That's what you'd use to shove down the barrel. Make sure it's going down with the patch and the patch doesn't get lodged in there and stuck. That's the type of head I like to use, but they have these two, these ones that you will set on the end. You'll grab a patch like this. You'll, of course, imagine it, you'll be dipping it in that Hops 9 oil or lubricant. But this, essentially what you're going to do is you're going to shove that on top like that. And you're going to try to at least form a hole into it, so that way, there you go, like that. And you'll shove that down the barrel, and that's going to go down, and it's going to rub against all the grooves in there. And whenever you are done at the end of the barrel and you're about to pull that out, it'll be lodged down to the chamber area and left there. You'll pull that out, check it, and if it has any kind of discoloration that's like gray in color, like the whole thing's soaked in it gray, then you're going to want to get another patch, repeat. Keep doing that until there is very little to none discoloration of that particular kind of color or anything, or black. They do make, of course, those two I just showed are plastic. I do have some brass ones here. These are better because they don't bend and break like the plastic ones do. Plastic ones usually have a problem with having to baby them. You'll have to baby those kinds of parts. You don't want to have to do that with some of your firearms. Like the military surplus rifles, you don't baby those kinds of guns because those are made for being banged around and pushed around and run through the mud. Hence why they're called military surplus rifles. It's in the name. So here we have shotgun bristle. These are what you would use to dip in your Hops 9 and make sure it's lathered up good. And what you'll do is you'll attach it to one of these. Make sure though, whenever you do attach it, make sure it is the right size, because you'll have to screw on an adapter if it does not have the right size. Like this here will not fit that. This one here is for a 12 gauge shotgun. You have your 20 gauges, you have your 410s, you have 28 gauge, you have 16 gauge, you have a bunch of them. And then here we have a rifle bristle. Same thing. Dip it in the oil stuff, run it down the barrel a few times, make sure you get everything out, scrub it out pretty good. This one here is for a 8mm Mauser. You'll find them in 270, you'll find them in 30-06, you'll find them in 7mm, you can find them in any common caliber 308, all that. Just get the right one that fits yours. 22 long rifle. But any of these, like common calibers like the 22 long rifle and all that you can use for rifle or pistol if it's the same caliber. Doesn't matter. This here is a sink cleaner, but it has a bristle on it, much like you would see for cleaning guns. This, however, is a bendy wire one, so it makes it extremely useful for using it for gun cleaning. I got this at the dollar store for $1.50, and I use it to clean 9mm, 40 cals, and 45s. These work really good. It's plastic bristles at the end, so you're not scarring up your metal or anything. Brass bristles are good too. They don't scar up steel. Do not, under any circumstance, I would highly recommend people do not use steel bristles for cleaning your gun, because you are scarring the barrel and it will eventually scar it up to where it will not be as accurate anymore. Now, there is aluminum, as you can see here, cleaning rods, the plastic handle. Now, the aluminum ones are safe to use. The brass ones are safe to use. You can, however, use the steel rods, but I would highly recommend to buy a different type. The steel rods, while they do work, you stand a chance that if you don't hold it at the right angle and you push in too hard, you can scar your barrel and cause the rifling to go bad. Like this came off of a surplus military rifle. This is completely made out of steel here. And if you can see that hole at the end for like using your patches, if you do not have this evenly put in through the barrel, what you will do is you'll end up accidentally pushing in and it will scrape the rifling. Will damage it. Here is a coated steel wire. It's coated in plastic. Now, if you can get these are fine too. This is made, however, I got from a AR-15 cleaning kit. These work good too. Comes with a handle with a brass cleaning rod. And then we have some cleaning bristles you might find. Also have the ring at the end. Now these are good for cleaning like your pistols in the chamber area. You want to make sure that you always clean the chamber really good, because that's where the bullet's going to rest. It's going to go in. Bullet's going to come in behind it, hit that primer, make the bullet go off. Round goes down the barrel, shell ejects. Okay, if shell has a problem where you might want to check your gun first. If it's not the gun, it might be the particular bullet. If it's not the bullet, then it may be because you didn't clean it good enough. But more times than not, it's probably going to be your gun. So that's all I have today. Oh, well, that's not true. Sorry, I totally forgot about this. So here I have some of the fuzzy twisty ties. Now, I chose white because it can help you clean the areas of guns like in between the slide and the lower on your pistols. It can help clean out a lot of those hard to reach places, and you can still tell if something's wrong or something's not clean enough with the white ones. You can get these at any arts and crafts store, Walmart, Target, anywhere with these. Another thing I like to use, if you ever come across toothbrushes, they're really cheap, and they're those hard, rough kind. Those make excellent gun cleaning brushes. They're scrubbing off any kind of dirt or any kind of grime or anything really, rust, even if it's not really caked on there good. You can use them. And another thing is the pistol cleaning rods that I've got here. I've got a plastic one that I've got given to me from a friend. Let's see if I can find it, if I even have it. Well, sadly it's not in this bag, it's in one of my other ones, but these are steel, but these are made for cleaning pistols because of how short they are. Now, you can get an attachment at the ends. These do have a thing where you can screw in another rod so you can make it longer. Let's see. That's not going to be the right size, I don't think. But oh, yes, it is. Oh, no, it's not. It's not deep enough. Okay, so you also want to watch that. That's another thing. Is your clean rods usually only match up your clean rod with the exact company that you have of that one, so that way you don't run into that problem that it won't screw in all the way, or it won't screw in at all, or you might damage your grooves, the grooves at the thing at the end of the clean rod of what you're trying to screw in. And this is what's going. You may also have seen a handful of these in the AR cleaning kits. These kind of brushes. They have a little one at the end, big one at the other end. Now it kind of narrows down. These are good for cleaning your ARs, any other kind of gun. They work just like a toothbrush. It's really almost no difference. And with all this cleaning stuff, I like to keep mine in a camouflage bag, military bag. So I can keep it hidden, roll away, and all that. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out my community section of the channel. I post a lot of pictures and stuff of travels, as well as trips to the store. And you can also find a little bit of information of what I'm going to do on the next video, possibly sometimes. Just be sure to check out everything. My playlist on music I have on here. I have a bunch of different things, so feel free to check out my channel in the areas that some people may or may not have gone into. So until next time, thank you guys for tuning in.